So when you come out, you look for answers. You're like, why? You Google Voodoo Week water. You see something. It's like, oh yeah, that says these, they're afraid, it's rumored. For me, it wasn't rumored. I saw it.
What the hell are you doing getting kidnapped in Haiti, man?
That's a very common question, actually. That's probably the most common question in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, life's definitely changed since then a lot.
I can see why. That's what Sonny said. He's like, yeah, my boy Arab got kidnapped in Haiti. You should talk to him. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And you were a YouTuber while you were doing it. So it wasn't like you were there doing anything other than content, but then it goes south.
Yeah, that's when the content became real for me. I felt the actual impact that content had because it had that impact on my life. Like, it turned real. This wasn't a game anymore where I'm some character. Like, my videos are kind of authentic, but you always have that little character.
Right.
Right? Like, you're entertaining at the same time. And so Haiti is where it became real. It was like, oh, wait. I'm kidnapped right now.
Yeah. But you kept kept in character in a way. Like, you were I was watching the videos. It was like pretty riveting, but you're calm and like friendly with them the whole time. First of all, how did it even go down? Like, for people who aren't familiar with the story and haven't seen the videos, how did you, when you got into Haiti, what were you looking to do? And then how'd you get kidnapped?
Well, the thing is, the kidnapping is a little worn out. You'd be surprised how many people actually just got sick of it. It's more the lessons that were learned out of the kidnapping that should be talked about.
And what are they?
In the West, they have this thing called therapy. Therapy is bullshit. Yeah, you need somebody to like guide you, kind of, but there's no such thing as PTSD.
No such thing.
There is, if you want to put a label on it and force it into a box. But the PTSD you can actually turn into experience. You can choose to learn from it by actually facing it. So I wrote about the kidnapping. It's not out. My book's almost done. And I talk about how to turn that into experience. I mean, my life changed for the positive in so many ways after it. I know it was kind of like a global phenomenon, but it was a very, very strong learning experience for me. Aside from what I put my family through, aside from the actual entertainment that came out of it, or the knowledge that people get to see on like how to handle a situation like this, is the actual impact it had on who I've become after that.
And who is that?
When you're inside there, you see things that most humans wouldn't believe. So we're inside and it starts raining. And these guys who act so tough with guns and whatever, and they worship the devil and they know they have demonic forces behind them, they disappear when it rains. So like, I'm sitting in the cage and all of a sudden my translator who's with me, who's also kidnapped, goes, "You see what just happened?" And I was like, "No." And he goes, "These voodoo guys, they're afraid of the rain from the sky."
The murderous drug dealers afraid of the rain.
The rain. They're afraid of the rain. It makes them weak, is what they say in Haiti. But what does that actually mean? It means they're possessed by demons, which are usually symbolized by fire. Hell in Christianity is a eternal burning place. Okay? In the Quran as well, jinn, which is demons, are fire. So when you come out, you look for answers. You're like, why? You Google Voodoo Week water. You see something. It's like, oh yeah, that says these, they're afraid, it's rumored. For me, it wasn't rumored. I saw it. So then I come out and I ask the question. I'm like, what was that? I don't know what that was, but I want to know more about it. So you come out and you seek knowledge. Because it wasn't about YouTube views anymore. I don't give a about a YouTube view anymore. It's about what force did I see in here that was actually right in front of my eyes. I mean, most people in most religions are looking at God as some guy in the sky. So now all of a sudden rain comes out from the sky and puts these guys out. Our escape plan was built off of having a hurricane because it was storm season. After we saw that, it was based on when there was a storm, we were just going to book it. We were going to break the roof out, and then we were just going to book it. We had like this James Bond escape plan set up. And it was based off the rain. It's because we saw that. That was a privilege to be kidnapped.
It's a privilege.
It was a privilege to be kidnapped. God was putting me in a spot where the phone didn't matter anymore. The hundreds of texts every day coming in of people wanting to travel somewhere or, wanna whatever or comment on your social media. It didn't matter anymore. The only thing that mattered was being present. Because it's literally life or death. That's kind of the point of all the content too. Right? It was like, it's all life or death. So you have to be present. So it forced me into this really important presence. Not worrying about anything in the future. Not worried about anything in the past. Not worried about the next YouTube number. Not worried about, something I did yesterday. No, I'm here. I need my full capabilities here, or I'm dead.
How did you keep such wits about you and such a calm demeanor? And also, not for nothing, you stayed in the ability. This is what I meant when it's not the right way to say it, but this is what I meant when I said you stayed in character. You stayed in the ability to still capture things, confirm that with them, and make sure that was okay so people could see what was happening to you. But you weren't, most of the time, you weren't sitting there shaking or anything. You're capturing it. You're breaking bread with these guys, quite literally. They're laughing with you, but they're also negotiating with your family to
laughing,
get you home. Yeah.
Laughing is how. That's exactly the answer. It's laughter. That's why I felt a good aura. That's why I delayed my flight after I met you guys.
I appreciate you doing it.
Yes, because the laughter is really important. Laughter is a universal language. You don't need missiles. You don't need missiles.
Yeah, you don't.
There is laughter, okay? And laughter has allowed me to communicate with all these people. And at the same time, I was raised in a Catholic school. And I remember this lesson that Christ will never give you a cross that you can't handle, which is actually basically just saying that you'll never have a challenge that you can't overcome. Okay, everybody translates it in a different way. And so I remembered that when we got there, and I was like, okay, well you have two ways you could take this. Or we're going to make the best out of this. So I'm making the best out of it. It doesn't matter if someone's holding a gun to me in the corner of a room. Okay, I'm still making the best I'm trying to survive, sure. But I'm going to make the best. And then two, they smell fear.
Oh, yeah.
They can feel it.
That's universal in a different way, just like laughter.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can't show fear. So you're standing in front of, 30 guys with guns, after the warlord shows up. And you're looking at him and you're trying to make them all laugh.
Is there any kind of even language problem to doing that, though, when you're trying to make them laugh? Because half of them don't even speak English.
The first step is learning the language.
And now learn how to joke in the language.
Exactly. You can easily joke in the language by learning the word friend. Friend is the most important word I learn in any language in a place that I'm going that it's dangerous. Or even in any language, it's become part of my actual process now. So like I go to China, the first word I learn is hello, friend, thank you.
Fall's here, guys. Football season, yard work, and maybe even some hunting trips. But let's be honest, staying fresh can be a challenge. That's why you need to hear about Mando deodorant. From your pits to, well, everywhere else. Mando has high-performance odor control and sweat control that actually lasts all day long. Forget these colognes that just mask the stink. Mando blocks odor before it starts. It's one stick, two jobs. That's coverage through double overtime games, that weekend project, and even those extra long pre-holiday shifts. You're good. It's not magic. It's science. You've heard me talk a million times about how I'm always worried about my deodorant not lasting throughout the day and having to reapply. With Mando, I know when I put it on in the morning, I am good to go for the day. Mando isn't your typical deodorant. It's clinical strength, 2 times better at controlling sweat than the standard. Its ability to control sweat and odor can last up to 72 hours, and it's been proven that after just 12 hours of wearing Mando, sweat is reduced by 92%. This stuff works. Unlike other deodorants loaded with chemicals, Mando uses only premium ingredients, like gentle mandelic acid, to keep you fresh and dry. As a special offer to our listeners, new customers are going to get 20% off today using our exclusive code. So use code Julian at shopmando.com for 20% off site-wide and free shipping. That's shopmando.com, link in my description below, and use code Julian for 20% off at checkout. When they ask you who sent you, please support our show and tell them that I did. Mando's got you covered. With deodorant plus sweat control, say goodbye to sweaty stains and hello to long-lasting freshness.
Yeah, and so these are basic loving words.
Yes.
They're basic loving words that everyone can feel as well. Friend. I don't know your language, but I'm a friend.
Okay? Every flea market I've ever been to. My friend, my friend.
Exactly. Yeah. And so it's really important to maintain composure and just make them laugh. You learn their language. You figure out who the boss is, too, always. And you go direct to him.
And defer.
And, well, like, you're entertaining him. Okay? So you also become a gesture. All the years of content creation, like, they were there for a reason. They were there to teach me something. It's funny. It's funny because I started as a professional gamer.
Yeah.
And then, you know, in gaming, you have infinite lives. In real life, you do too.
Oh, you think you do? You think you have more than one?
I do, yeah.
But you can't respawn.
No, but each day is a lifetime.
This is getting Confucius fast on me. All right, expand upon that, please.
Would you like me to?
Yes, that's why you're here.
So, time moves differently for people. For each person, time moves differently. Okay? Why? Let's say you or somebody, anybody watching, is here for 4 months, going to a 9 to 5, which is really a 7 to 8 kind of, you know.
I see what you're saying.
Your whole day is kind of gone. And that person goes for 4 months straight, goes to work, does like a physical job that doesn't really make them grow, okay, or something, you know, technical that doesn't really make them grow. They're just going to achieve their salary. And then I go for 4 months and I sit, and I don't mean me. I mean, there's many people in the world, okay, top players in the world. Go for 4 months, and for all 4 months, you're sitting with the best teachers, the best creators, the best philosophers, the best business people, and you're every day learning from them. At the same time, you're learning a new culture by tasting it, by feeling it, by seeing it. You're not just reading about it in a book. Okay? And so if you do that for 4 months, now compare to somebody who didn't do that for 4 months and who didn't work on their mind, they're technically in the past.
Yes, I see what you're saying. So time is a measure of progress more than anything to you, rather than it is the passage of an actual number.
I don't believe in time.
You don't believe in time.
Does that sound crazy?
It sounds a little crazy, but let's unpack it.
What is time? You can't even define time.
It's the passage of, it's one of those words that's hard to define without using the word itself in the definition. But it's the passage, I would say, of moments that measures a period from one period to the next.
It's a measurement.
Yeah.
Between us and the solar system.
Yes.
Like, it's literally nothing.
It's nothing.
It's literally nothing. Do you get it? Like, it's just a way to track how far away you are from something.
But
so most people are using time as some sort of futuristic anxiety. Like, okay, shit, I got a meeting in 21 minutes. I got a meeting in 21 minutes. And they're living in that moment rather than living in the present. They're still using time as a constraint.
Yes.
Yes.
It's clocking.
Yes, or they regret the past and they're stuck in the past. And so now they're wasting their mind share, which is all you have. Every action you do is a thought. Okay? So now you're wasting your mind share on future and past, and you're not living in the present. And it's when you live completely in the present that all your dreams come true.
Thank you guys for checking out this clip. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe and hit the like button on this video. It is a huge, huge help. And if you'd like to check out this clip's full podcast episode, that link is in the description below or right here. And finally, you can follow me on Instagram and X by using the links in my description below.